My name's Elizabeth. Christy asked me to talk with you a little bit about percentage problems. Percentage problems will be a common thing that you'll see in word problems. I want to show you how to identify the parts, how to break them down, and then how to apply the proper strategies for solving them. We'll have two short videos. In this video, I will show you how to identify the parts of a problem, how to figure out what it is you're trying to solve, and then in the second video, I'll show you the strategies that we use here in our program for solving percentage problems, looking for what you're trying to find. Percentage problems are kind of interesting because they follow a pattern. There are three possible things that you could know, and that's what we're going to work on right here. Three possible things you could know. The problem will always give you two things, and you'll be looking for the third thing. So the first thing that we're going to do is get comfortable with identifying what are the three parts of a percentage problem. This is not a percentage problem, this is a statement. So it's not asking a question. It has all three of the possible things that you'll see in a percentage problem. I'm going to go ahead and read the statement, and then we're going to work on breaking it down. 20% of 50 is 10. This is a statement. It's not asking a question. It's simply telling you that if you want to know what is 20% of 50, the number is 10. These are all three of the things that you could know about a percentage problem. We would label them as the percent, the whole, and the part. All three of these things are present in this statement. So let's figure out what's what. So the first thing I want to identify is where is the percent in this statement? 20% of 50 is 10. To me, a really good signal is I just look for this familiar symbol right here. 20%. This is the percentage in my percentage problem, 20%. I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. The other two things that I have in this statement is I have the whole of something, and then I have part of that whole. So I have two numbers, 50 and 10. So I need to identify which is the whole thing and which is part of it. And I think this word of is a very good signal. It's a signal that I'm looking at the whole thing. And I can look at this entire section of our statement. 20% of 50. Well, if I'm trying to take a percentage of something, I'm going to want to take the percentage of the whole thing. If I take 25% of $100, I get $25. If I take 25% of $1, I have 25 cents. Here, I'm taking 20% of 50. This of is the signal that I'm looking at the whole thing. The second signal is that this is the number that I am trying to take a percentage of. Finally, we have the number 10. After I've performed the operation, taken the 20% of 50, this is the part that I have left over. So this is my part, 10. So I've identified all three possible things I could have in a percentage problem. I have the percentage, I have the whole thing, and the whole thing is the number I'm taking the percentage of. And then I have the part that I get after I take that percentage. So again, this is a statement because it gives us all three things we could possibly know. Over here, we have some problems. And like I said before, there are three possible things we could know. In our problems, and we know they're problems because we have question marks, they're going to give us two things, and we're going to try to find the third thing. So let's figure out, in these statements, what do we have, and what are we trying to find? What is 25% of 68? So right away, I recognize I have this symbol right here. Here's my percentage. So I know in this problem, I have my percent. That's one of the things that I have. And then I look over here, and I see that keyword again. And I can look at this whole statement, and I see that I'm trying to take 25% of 68. If I'm taking 25% of a number, that number is my whole. So going back to the three possible things we could have a percent, a whole, and a part. Here we have the percent and we have the whole. So the thing that we're missing is the part, and that's what we're trying to find. And in our next video, I'll show you how to do that. Here's our second statement. What percent of 40 is 8? Well, right here I have an interesting part of our statement. What percent? Well, if I'm asking what percent, it means that I don't know what the percent is. I think that's the thing I'm trying to find, but let's double check. Then I'm trying to take what percent of 40. Well, if I'm taking a percentage of a number, here's my whole thing right here. So that's my whole. And once I've taken the percentage of 40, the answer is 8. So once I take the percentage, this is the part I get out of it. Here's my part. So in this statement, this question, what percent of 40 is 8, I'm trying to find the percent. Okay, let's look at our final one. 15% of what number is 45? Well, right here I can see that I have my percent. And I see this familiar word again, this of, and it looks like I'm trying to take a percentage of what number? Well, I'm trying to take a percentage of a number that isn't here, so I think that the whole is the thing that I'm missing, but let me double check. 15% of what number is 45? Yep, it looks like I'm trying to take a percentage of a number that's not there, and that this is the part that I'll get once I take the percentage. So, I have my percent, I have my part, and I'm trying to find my whole. And in the next video, I'll show you, once we've identified what it is that we're missing and the parts that we have, how we will apply strategies to figure out how to find the answer.